Hello everyone, welcome to my topic research, mega events. I hope you guys will enjoy my presentations. So first of all, we're gonna go to table of contents. In my presentation today, we're gonna go from 1 to 8 together with me. Okay, looking at the definitions of mega events. So what is mega events? Mega events are ambulatory occasions of a fixed durations that attract a large number of visitors, have large media reach, come with large costs, and have large impacts on the built environment and the population on the city and the nation where it's hosted. And of course, when mentioned about mega events, there will be some events that constantly pop up in your head, like the Super Bowl, the Olympics, or the World Cup. Now let's move to the history and background of mega events. And first of all, I want you guys to know about the World Cup. The FIFA World Cup was first held in 1930 when FIFA, the world's football governing body, decided to stage an international men's football tournament under the era of FIFA President Jules Rimet, who put this idea into place. I have this cute little chart which have detailed information about the host year, host country, the logos of each season, the winner, and then how the balls look different through each year. And there's one thing I find really interesting that so the logos and the balls have its own meaning to the host country. Now let's move to the history of the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is an enormously popular sporting event that takes place each year to determine the championship team of the National Football League, NFL. Though the NFL officially formed in 1920, the Super Bowl didn't happen until more than 40 years later. In 1960, a group of businessmen decided to launch an alternative league known as the American Football League, AFL. For several years, the NFL and the AFL were rivals. In 1966, owners negotiated an agreement to merge the leagues. By 1970, the first Super Bowl, which featured the AFL and NFL champions, took place in 1966. The game was originally called the AFL-NFL World Championship Game. In here, I also have this chart about the history of the Super Bowl with more details information about the Super Bowl, but with numbers and pictures so it's easier for people to remember. So in here, in this map, we have the red area or the stage is the place that have already been hosted the Super Bowl. And in here we have most hosting by city, which is now the Miami. And then we also have the team with the most win, the team with the most losses. So girls out there, if you are into a guys that totally into Super Bowl and crazy about American football, you guys can definitely check this chart out and learn some basic informations about football and just to understand your man more. Okay, let's move to the Olympic Games history and background. So the Olympic Games, which originated in ancient Greece as many as 3,000 years ago, were revived in the late 19th century and have become the world preeminent sporting competitions. From the 8th century BC to the 4th century AD, the game was held every 4 years in Olympia, located in the western Peloponnese Peninsula, in honor of god Zeus. The first modern Olympic Games took place in 1896 in Athens and featured 280 participants from 13 nations competing in 43 events. Since 1994, the Summer and Winter Olympic Games have been held separately and have alternate every 2 years. If my last slide was having too much words and sentence, I have the slides right here with more basic informations. It's just the year, the locations, and the title of the key points, the main points about the history of the Olympics. So I think it's easier for you guys to remember. So that's why I putting this information to my presentation. I also have this Asian Olympic Games activities that I find quite interesting during the time I do my research. I think there are still some competition that still happen right now, like in the modern games like boxing, wrestling, running, or I think discus is still happening. Well, I still need to learn more about the Asian Olympic Games though, but if you guys have any information about this part, let me know. Okay, now let's move to some data and stat information. So I found out some of the numbers behind the Super Bowl 50, and in this chart, it showed me so many informations that amaze me. So I found out that the average viewer will spend at about $82.19 per person during watching the Super Bowl, and you can see each year the amount of money increased gradually. And then we have the most important part of the Super Bowl for viewer, such as the game, the commercial, getting together with friends, preparing food, or the halftime show. I think I belong to the halftime show part because me and some of my girlfriends, we love watching the halftime show together. And in here, we also have some interesting numbers that make me mind blowing. So I just found out that the average price for a 30-second Super Bowl commercial is $5 million, which is huge. I don't I never think that it was that expensive. And then there's also one thing that I find funny, that 50 million cases of beer sold during Super Bowl week. I yes, that's true. Everyone want to enjoy like a good beer during having some barbecue or some snack with friends when getting together watching the Super Bowl. And of course, you have to be 21 over, and after this pandemic things end, so we can, hang out and stuff like that. I also find out about some stat about the most recent FIFA World Cup in Russia. So in here, the total of spending for the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia is 11 billion US dollar, which was divided into sport, transport, support, and other operating expenses. For more detail, 12 stadiums in 11 Russian cities was built and renovated at the cost of $4.22 billion. And then there's a lot of money was spent to construct and renovate its housing and medical infrastructure. Also, new terminals at airport, and then more road was built and construct for $1.9 billion. An additional of 570,000 international tourists during June and July coming to Russia during the World Cup time. And of course, many more new jobs and increase in personal income by 6.59 billion US dollar. And as you can see, here's the job creation chart, and the number increasing like crazy. And of course, that is a big hooray for Russia economy. Okay, now moving to some in real life situation. So you guys may know, because of the situation right now, the COVID-19 pandemic, so the 2020 Tokyo Games will postpone until sometime next year. The Super Bowl will still be played on Sunday, February 7, 2021 in Tampa Bay, Florida at Raymond James Stadium. And the 2022 2022 World Cup will be held in Qatar from November 21 to December 18. So hopefully this future events is gonna happen like exactly like it's planned, and the pandemic is over, so everything can be fine and nice and success. Coming to social media posts, it's quite interesting to find out that mega events, they have their own social media accounts too. In here I find the Olympics Twitter, where they tweet about their activities, their festival, their athletes, like everything related to the Olympics. Then I also find out some posts of the athletes who already got an Olympic medal but hop the fence and get a selfie, which is her idol, which is, I think, is very cute. And of course, talking about social media things, we cannot forget to mention about the halftime show of the Super Bowl, right? There's one thing I find quite funny, that like just not only normal people will love posting about this like halftime show, but like celebrity like love to post about the halftime show too. I found a lot of like posts of celebrity posts about the halftime show, just showing the hype, the support to, you know, the artist, and I think it's, you know, just very nice. Okay, now moving to sustainability. So these are some part of sustainability that I love about the mega events. As in here, you guys can see this is the aluminum cups provided by the Bowl Cup during the Super Bowl time. And this is the World Cup and sustainability. They focusing on green building standard stadium, transport, carbon energy waste management, and risk mitigations and biodiversity. About the Olympics, they have 5 sustainability focus area, which was in here: climate, workforce, mobility, sourcing and resource management, infrastructure, and natural sites. For interesting information, I have some YouTube video that I find quite interesting. The first one is a day in the life in the Olympic Village. So this is a vlog of an athlete. She was in the Olympic Village, and she just doing a vlog of what she do in the Olympic Village, how she changed, and how the lifestyle there. And there's one more videos that I love, which is took my dad to his first Super Bowl. And of course, as you guys know, the price for a ticket to the Super Bowl is crazily expensive. And this guy here, he brought his dad to the Super Bowl, and the dad is just feeling so grateful and happy. So I also found this video about the most recent World Cup happened in Russia, and I honestly really like this video because it shows so many good content and like a little bit more tips during going to mega events like this. So I think it's definitely good idea for you guys to check it out. Each video is kind of like 10 minutes long, so yeah. Hey, and then this is my reference list, and that should be it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy my presentation. Thank you so much. Bye bye.